From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with Derek Carr and the Las Vegas Raiders. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. A first carry now. This is Williams. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally wrestled down at the 11. A big play there on the first play of the game. 64 yards. They had trouble stopping the run last week in a loss, and here it rears its ugly head early.
You're supposed to try and get your confidence going after a loss like that where you gave up big yards running the football. This is not the way to go about it. It looks exactly as it did just a week ago.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Raiders' 12-yard line.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC.
Makes the score Chiefs 7, Raiders 0. Harrison Butker.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
And the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 23. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
A gain of 14.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On 2nd down and 4. Carr, the connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 7 yards there and a first down. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes.
Complete to
one thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Nelson Aguilar. His first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
25-yard line. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
9-yard line.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game. Or you can come right back and continue to run the football, because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And this is caught at the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, he can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Jalen Richard now on the return. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brings up
the run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Jacobs from the gun. Yeah, he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
A gain of 7 yards.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
They do go for it. It's Carr. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
6 guys. Check 6 guys. 43, 43, 15.
Williams. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Cleveland Burrow.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
It's a gain of...
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
The Raiders call on a nickel set here for third down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. First catch on that one for Kelsey, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
14, Raiders 7.
From the 13 now, they work on first and 10.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. No. Hey, Rimley. Turn it up. Kill. Turn it up. 38 to Mike. I'm scared.
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
The ball carrier.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on the...
When trying to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
Check 52. Check 13. Check 13. Bang, 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 bang.
Back to the ground, this time with Bell. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. The Raider defense strong on that one in coverage, and now it's 4th.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Butker on for the field goal. A 30-yard attempt.
Butker's kick here is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
I'm going back to you. I'm going back to you.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Carr. This complete left side to Aguilar. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Raiders.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Carr, a quick throw. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. On 1st down, Carr. That Football's caught. Aguilar right side. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory down at the 33. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Out. Hey, switch gears. 49, guys.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
I thought when Josh Jacobs was coming out of the University of Alabama, he was an absolutely perfect fit for John Gruden's offense with the Raiders. And it turned out, in this case, I was absolutely right. Led the NFL rookies in rushing a year ago. 1,150 yards. In fact, the only rookie to top the 1,000-yard barrier. And this kid is a workhorse who can carry the football in any situation and catch it out of the backfield.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
A gain of 7.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Carr defers to Jacobs on the draw. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Well, they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Here's Jacobs. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he'll go out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Here's Mahomes to throw. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. Back deep for the Raiders, Jalen Richard. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And that is very well done there as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. They run it with Jacobs. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Raider ball carrier.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Play action. Now it's Carr. They'll roll him out right. And his throw is incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs, and he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
39-yard line.
They'll go for it. It's Carr. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he's not even going to come close. A big loss in the wrong direction on 4th down. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
A gain of 9.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Again, it's Williams. And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Damian Williams was dinged up a little bit in 2019, and Kansas City brought in LaShawn McCoy to supplement it. But when healthy, Damian Williams is a terrific back. Excellent speed, low center of gravity to make people miss. And how about the longest run in the league in 2019? 91 yards against the Vikings in Week 9. Many thought he was going to get caught, but he used the scoreboard in the stadium to make sure that no one was behind it as he carried it all the way to the end zone.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
The ball carrier.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Mahomes now on first down. Caught left side, Williams. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now Bell. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is lets you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you've taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. Put a big-time drive in that situation.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Number 28.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Josh Jacobs.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, things up and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 45 on second down, Carr is going to fire one. This is caught at the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big pickup of 38.
First down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Carr. Flushed out right. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
On 2nd down, it's Jacobs, and he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 6-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. We're back now in KC. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Now Carr. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
They're turned away on 4th and goal. And instead of having a 1-score game, they'll remain 2 scores down. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. A real chance for them to salt this game away after that turnover on downs, holding a 2-score lead in the 4th quarter. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
And give him a lot of credit there, but even more credit to the guys up front. In that situation, you know it's going to be a stacked defensive front. And to be able to gain that much yardage, that's a big win for the guys on offense.
Yeah, they were just about standing on their own goal. And now look at him go. He's at the 50, 30, the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Damian Williams, 96 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
On for the point after.
He's been having a great game, and that one right there, his best run so far, and it ends with 6 points.
And not only that, in his mind, what is he thinking? Can I get to 200 yards as well? Because he knows he's closing in on it. He may not know the exact number, but the best runners have a feel of what the yardage is that they're compiling, and he knows that he's getting close to that 200-yard mark now.
Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Yo, can you hear me? Yo.
Here comes Richard on the return. And not much happening up to about the 23.
On the return, the Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Get this drive started. And just looking at Right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though. Probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from... Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. It was Frank Clark that time who got in there to bring him down.
It's second down.
Hey, can you hear me? Yo. That nigga Mike back or what?
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. From the gun, it's Carr. He'll look down. Oh, wide open. Complete. He's at the 30.
You gonna like this?
And he'll take it.
Hey, you got the Chiefs. He's supposed to be winning.
Darren Waller, 91 yards. And the Raiders get a score closer.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late. But they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. And he is out of bounds here on the return.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Check, check, check. Motion, motion, I got one.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Throwing now is Mahomes, escaping the pressure right. And going deep for Hill. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 66 yards. And the Chiefs add on to their lead.
On for the point after.
That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Yeah, not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Here comes Richard on the return. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Richard on the return. The Raiders take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. Shotgun now for Carr. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. That catch good for only a couple. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. Chris Jones, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 38-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 38. Operating from the gun. Carr got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Tyrell Williams. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman.
25-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 75 yards. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Here comes Richard on the return. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Carr now on first down. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Carr completes it. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 22 yards there, a first down.
22 yards.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1.
2nd and a yard.
Running is Jacobs. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
The handoff.
It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal. From the gun, Carr. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Watch the safety creep. 36, 36. Stay at home, stay at home. Stay at home, stay at home.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Flush to his right. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
At the 35-yard line.
Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Intercepted by the Raiders. They'll take over 1st and 10.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. One final try now for Carr. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
Raiders.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Kansas City, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And perhaps fortunately